Hello, welcome to my California family kitchen. Today I'm going to be sharing with you my recipe for chicken and dumplings. This is one of our go-to recipes for fall and winter. It has delicious chicken in it, dumplings, and plenty of vegetables. So it's a great one-pot balanced meal for my family. I'll start by preparing my vegetables. I am chopping a yellow onion. I've also set aside a half cup of frozen peas. I'm now going to peel and chop 3 large carrots. I'm also adding in 2 celery stalks. You can add more if you like, but my husband doesn't care for it, so I just do this amount. To make the dumplings, I'll start with 2 cups of flour, then add 1 tablespoon plus 1 teaspoon of baking powder. Adding a little bit of salt and ground black pepper. I also added fresh thyme from my garden. For the wet ingredients, you'll need 4 tablespoons of melted butter, 3/4 of a cup of milk, and mix those in thoroughly. I like to give it a final mix with my hands to make sure that it's all well mixed together. If the mixture is too dry, you can add a little bit more milk. You want it to be sticky. Next, I'm going to shape the mixture into 8 round dumpling balls. Now that my vegetables and dumplings are ready, I'm going to prepare the chicken. I'm using 2 chicken breasts, and I'm going to cube them into 1-inch sized cubes. Now that everything's prepared, it's time to start cooking. I'm starting with about a tablespoon of olive oil into my large pot, turning it on to medium heat. Once my pot is heated up, I'm going to throw in the chicken. When I have a moment, I like to clean as I go while I cook dinner. I'm seasoning the chicken with some salt and pepper. I like to keep my salt and pepper in the cabinet right above my stove so I can always just grab it when I need it, since I use it so many times per day. Next, I'm going to remove the chicken onto a plate. Now I'm adding in a half stick of butter, and now I'm adding in the veggies, starting with the onion. Give that a quick stir. And the carrot and celery. That's my husband helping with dishes in the background. Now I'm adding in a tablespoon of crushed garlic and the half cup of frozen peas. At this time, I'll give it a stir and I'll let it cook for a good 5 minutes to just start to soften the vegetables. Next, I'm adding in a 1/4 cup of flour. This is going to help thicken the soup. And I'm going to stir that all in for 1 minute. Flour should be starting to just lightly brown. Now I'm adding in approximately 4 cups of water along with 1 vegetable bouillon cube. You can use any broth or stock that you prefer. I like the bouillon cubes because they're quite affordable. For seasoning, I'm adding in a spoonful of Italian seasoning and a spoonful of Bell's poultry seasoning. If you haven't tried this Bell's seasoning before, it's at most major chain grocery stores. I usually put it in most of my chicken dishes. I put it in my Thanksgiving stuffing. It's just fantastic. Next, I'm adding back in the chicken. Now it's time for the dumplings. I'm just going to carefully spread them out into the bowl. I've got just enough space for each of these 8 dumplings to have their own little space in the pot. And then I'm just going to kind of dunk each of them so that they get covered in the liquid. While the dumplings cook for 15 minutes, I have some time to get the table ready. I've put some bowls on there and I'm going to light a candle as well. I make sure to leave that cover on there for the full 15 minutes. And then I take that off and the dumplings are done and the soup is ready to serve. Now I'm serving my toddler with a little bowl of his own. A great thing about chicken and dumplings is it makes great leftovers. I've just taken the leftovers here the next day into a smaller pot and I'm having it for lunch with my toddler. Thank you for watching.